Are you ready for a weekend project? These are my favorite budget weekend DIYs that anyone can do. Each project adds elegance and character, and they're all under $100. It's no secret I love wallpaper, especially murals. They are large pieces of art that make a huge impact in any space, so I can't leave them out of this post, even if I talk about them all the time. I have this jungle mural. It's $89 with beautiful detail and greens and hints of coral in the kids' playroom and in the laundry room. There are so many murals to choose from. They're peel and stick or traditional paste for under $100. Paint doors. I'm always amazed at the effect painting doors has. These are obviously the same doors, but the green color somehow makes them look custom, more expensive. I used a heavy-duty primer and then cabinetry paint for all the exterior lanai doors. Add molding. I used polyurethane trim and pre-made corners for 2 panels in our little reading nook. It adds an old world charm that I love and draws attention to the height of the ceiling. And it only took 1 afternoon. Wainscoting. In my daughter's bathroom, I took down the towel bar and toilet paper holder and added 3 pre-made wainscoting frames and a chair rail. It left the perfect space for this cactus tapestry. By the way, I saw they even have peel and stick molding now. One consistent color. One way to elevate your home and make it feel cohesive is to use the same color throughout. I used the same wainscoting here in the hallway as I did in the bathroom, and here's the difference painting it green made. I used Benjamin Moore Sage Wisdom here on the doors and trim. I also used it on the front door, on the console under the TV, in the playroom, on my bedroom ceiling. You get the idea. I like this color. Color drenching. Color drenching the whole room or section of a room, including ceiling, trim, and doors, always creates a dramatic, luxurious moment. Board and batten. I think this is my favorite $100 project. I used common boards, had them cut at Home Depot, and I had it up without power tools by myself in 1 day. If I can do it, trust me, you can do it too. It's a great option for blank walls that you don't necessarily want to be the focal point in a room. Beadboard with hooks. Here's an easy DIY that can add character to a blank wall in a bathroom, entry, or mudroom, and also provide hanging organization. I found some bamboo paneling that you can cut with scissors, or you could use traditional beadboard. That, plus some pre-made peg hooks I found at Walmart, created a simple functional DIY that made a big impact in this space. Paint shower tile. Okay, maybe this is my favorite $100 project. Actually, $60 to be exact. This painted ombre tile wall in my daughter's bathroom didn't require many tools or materials, just patience and a steady hand. I also have recently done a video on how it looks 5 years later. Frame mirrors. You can update your builder grade mirror in less than an hour and for about $20. This is one of those projects that was more difficult in my mind than in reality. It looks so much more polished and elegant with the frames, and the best part is there was no painting or nailing. Stencil concrete. I used a large-scale stencil to give some life and cover up some paint drops and stains on this little concrete area on our front porch. It's a simple project that adds tons of character. Stenciled walls. Wallpapering an entire room can get expensive, so I stenciled our primary bathroom in this classic design. Stenciling takes time, but it is cheap and you can just paint over it when you want to change. Painted ceilings. I love adding details to ceilings, whether it's painting them or adding stamps or gold star decals. The often overlooked fifth wall has endless options to add character to your space. Gold switch plates. This wall was full of switches that were a bit of an eyesore. The plates were cracked, dirty, had some tape residue, and the security system looked dated. So why not add some gold? I found a gold frame that fit over the security panel and added a little shell craft that Clara and I did, and then added the gold wall switch plates. They're about $8 each, and I'd say it makes a huge difference. Jewel-toned walls always feel like an upgrade to me. Adding this bold teal wall in the boys' shared room added focal point and personality. I'm still in love with this Newburgh green color. If you're in need of some drama in a blank space, it's easy as a can of paint. Window molding. I wanted to add some character to these small basic windows, and I found the easiest 5-minute solution ever by just gluing a lightweight crosshead at the top. Amazon has lots of options, but be sure to measure well because this one ended up a little shorter on the bottom than I anticipated. Install curtains. I found these blackout curtains for $30 a set in the same color as the sage paint in our bonus room. They not only block out the light completely, but they also add a softness and more of an elegant feel. They come in tons of color options as well. I added these IKEA curtains to my daughter's room and some pom-pom trim for an extra detail. And as Pinterest has taught us, hang them high and wide for a more elevated look. Whoops, now I see I need to fix this. If you are nervous about installing the curtain rod, try these metal self-anchoring screws that go into the wall simply with the drill, and they do not need a stud. And one more little trick to use on curtain rings, my mom taught me this. You can fake a pleat by gathering the fabric in a little pleat before you clip it on the ring. It's an easy detail to make your curtains look more custom. One of the first things I did when we moved in this house was change out all the light fixtures, because at our last house, we waited 3 years to change them and they drove me nuts. So I said, I'm not doing it this time. Funny enough, the light in our dining room when we moved in was the same light that took me years to get rid of at our last house. So I changed them out so fast, I didn't even really take before and after pictures, but I do have a before and after of our front porch. So anyway, changing dated light fixtures goes a long way in updating a space. So I updated this pendant for a more modern option, and it was $100 from Wayfair and made a huge difference on our porch. Consider a ceiling medallion. For a pop-up detail, simply add in an inexpensive plastic ceiling medallion between the ceiling and the fixture when you install it. Mount the TV to the wall. A mounted TV just kind of looks more polished than one sitting in cords on a stand, and it's easier than you think. I bought a cord hider kit for $20 that comes with a drill bit to create a hole in the wall in the drywall behind the TV, and then one below that goes behind your TV stand or console. You feed it through behind the drywall with proper cords, and then you use the provided covers that they give you, and then a TV mount bracket for $24. The hardware is all included, and then you attach that to the studs. Wallpaper a pantry or closet. This tiny little closet sits at the end of our hallway, and I decided to make it my little cleaning closet. But not just any cleaning closet, a cute one. I added a $26 roll of buffalo check peel and stick wallpaper and a few acrylic shelves for organization. Necessary? No, but it makes me smile. Large scale art. I took this photo, forgetting to put my stool away apparently, to show the difference that large scale art makes. I love the two pieces on the left, but this blank wall was asking for something bigger. I couldn't find what I was looking for in my tiny price range, so I decided to buy the biggest framed piece I could find in the thrift store. It was $40, and do some experimenting. The detail in the frame caught my eye in the thrift store, and I love it in this lighter shade that I actually faux painted. I found this digital file on Etsy and had it printed at Staples as a blueprint for just a few dollars, and it changed the look completely. Replace hardware. All our closets had wood knobs. I wish I would have taken pictures, and I replaced them with these classic black ones, and they're fine. I like them, but we're being a little bit extra in this post. So in our bedroom, I added these larger acrylic knobs for a more luxurious feel. I love the bling they add, and we only needed 2 in this space, so it was a $10 project. Painting hinges. One benefit, I guess, we people with older homes have is experimentation. My doors are yellowing and the hinges have been painted over once or twice, so I didn't have anything to lose by trying a new color. In this case, I painted the hinges to match the new black handles. Change out old faucets. After a few YouTube videos, we were able to switch out the dated, hard water stained faucets for these new brushed nickel faucets in the kids' bathrooms. It makes such a huge difference, and I think the kitchen sink should be next. Raise the height of your baseboards. Raising the height of our baseboards has been on my list for a long time. I recently found out the very hard way that the previous owners had the tile installed all the way up to the baseboard. So they didn't take the baseboard out, and now it makes our molding even shorter than it was to begin with, and it would kind of be more trouble than it's worth to dig all the molding out. But I found this solution. You simply add a piece of molding on top of the existing baseboard and then paint the space in between. I think that's pretty genius, and also way more cost effective. Wire shelf covers. Our last house had lots of wire shelving, and I tried my own hand at covering them without realizing that you can just buy covers from them now and slip them on. It looks so much nicer. Peel and stick tile. Peel and stick tile elevates kitchens, bars, bathrooms, even floors. I'm looking for a place in my house for these pretty green ones by Smart Tiles. They're affordable and renter friendly. Add furniture feet to cabinets. You can add feet to bathroom or kitchen cabinets for extra charm. Our laminate cabinets are past trying to update, I think, but when we renovate, I need some of these. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end. I'm grateful for you. Like and subscribe if you'd like more ideas, and I'll see you next time.